everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Today's game features one of the best offenses in the NFL. The Cowboys rank in the top 10 in total yards, and they go up against the Seahawks defense that believes in itself. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and Mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He'll get the football here. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line. And they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go to Elliott again. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like to call them, right? Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up. They help create big plays.
Now back to throw. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Green 39. Leopard. Watching that, Barney.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a 1st down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This will be taken at the 10. That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. play clock's running down.
Detroit!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go now.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10.
Green 39. Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On second down, Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll look to throw now on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. Really good, solid run right there. And they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll set up a throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. The Seahawks send out their punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And taken at the 46. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And some space here. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They've got his man complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They come out here in the eye, and they'll go with a ground attack here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on fourth.
Pardon, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll give to Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd down following the run. They come up in an offset eye. Again, it's Elliott. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll come out in the pistol. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's third down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Catanzero's kick is right through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. C.J. Mosley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They're going to hurry back to the line now. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. He'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That was a nicely run slant route.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he motions the wide receiver. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
As we continue to...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. And the wideout in motion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught at the 8. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6.
And those 1st downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
He'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. That's fielded in the end zone. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll look to throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Third and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll try and start this, and he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Shaq Lawson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Green 39! Green 39! Leopard! Leopard!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
They come up in an offset eye.
Let's go! Green 39!
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Set! Green 39!
They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll be first down, Cowboys.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 4th down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And give him a gain of 37.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
$10 yards still left on 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
This will be caught at about the 6. 1 yard is the gain there. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. To throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. And his kick is indeed good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They come up in an offset eye. They start on the ground with Elliott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Two yards to go here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Slot man moves right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing left side, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Shift together here from the D-line. He'll drop to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Third down now following the completed pass. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. They'll look to throw again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got Fuller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And quickly, they get to the line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. A gain of 3, second down. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here.
All right, here we go. Green, Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it. Leopard.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup at 14 there. And it's good enough for a Seattle first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on first down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Here we go now.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. And if the defense can hold here, this ball game is over.
And they're thinking more than just holding. They're thinking about a takeaway to finish things
Here we
off.
go. 3-19.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. To Elliott. Oh, he bowls over it. And room there to work it inside the 25. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So they're operating in the red zone.
Three down. Now let's go. Leopard. Watch him now, Barney. A
20th carry here for Elliott. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
One man on the backfield, Elliott. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
The play-action fake. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it back to the house. All zeros on the clock. What an ending to this. What a defensive touchdown.
And that's how you play defense, folks.
And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble. And they did. Took it the other way for a score. And now, if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle, perhaps, to win this ball game.
And with the lead, no chance of a return spoiling this one here on the PAT. So tack on the extra point for one more. What a finish as they wind up winning this one by 4. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So for the Seahawks, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.